Hey guys, Harsh here, back in video. So in this video, I have the Vistara Airlines Airbus A321 Neo, and this is from the 1 to 400 scale series from JC Wings. And as always, there is no branding of JC Wings whatsoever on the box. I don't know for what, I still haven't figured it out. But that wouldn't be our main focus for this video, and we will just try to keep focus on the plane itself. So as you can see, it comes in this very nice box, which is in sort of like maroon color, just like the Vistara Airlines tail there, as you can see, and there is nothing much about it as well, but you get some details about the aircraft, so such as the manufacturer, overall length, wingspan, engines, height and whatnot. So this is something I would wish that NG model did as well, but for now let's just quickly unbox it and see what we get inside. So it comes in this nice clamshell type packaging like we always see in diecast aircrafts. So let's just quickly take it out of it here. Like so. It comes with this protective sheet over here, so if you want to move it around, so that helps in keeping the paint of this aircraft intact. So let's just take it out from here, and it is a quite heavy model. I will just quickly weigh it to show you what it weighs. Let me just grab my scale. So let me just put it on top of it and see how much it weighs. So as you can see, it weighs 55 grams, which isn't that much, but considering what the size of the aircraft is, it feels quite heavy in your hand. Now, as always, starting with the front, you can see we have the antennas poking out, but they are not actually poking out. These are just printed onto the body, and that is understandable because these antennas are so small in the scale version that it is nearly impossible to put them on. I mean, they are the half size of these antennas over here that you see. So I guess it's okay for now, but in the future model, I would expect that model makers start putting these antennas on because these planes are quite expensive. And with that, you also get some markings for the different types of instruments panel that is on the aircraft for the ground crew to access the aircraft, I think. And also if you look at the underneath there, we can see we have the slits for the landing gear flaps. Right now they are in their retracted position, but there aren't any grooves. It's just a simple paint that is on the plane body, but still looks pretty good though. And obviously as you can see, the landing gear could be more detailed, but still looks pretty nice, and the wheels are rotating in it. Also if you look at the back wheels, they are also rotating, so you can actually play it as a toy just by pushing it back and forth, but for this much expensive toy I wouldn't recommend that at all. Now moving to the side door, as you can see, it is quite nicely detailed as well, with all the markings and the handle to actually open the door up. And above that, I finally found out what that is. So that lightly tilted line you see is actually the water slide. So in case when it's raining, the water wouldn't actually fall on the door, it will just slide off to the side. So that's pretty nice detail as well. And then if you look at the top there, we can see we have the antenna and also some markings as well, which I'm not sure what they are. I'm guessing these are some additional antennas that are stuck onto the plane body, but I may be wrong. Maybe you guys can comment down below and tell which one is which. Then if you move further back, we can see we have the Vistara logo along with its emblem down at the bottom there, quite nicely detailed as well. You can see the clear lines in the emblem. And if you look at the windows there, they are black, but the rim of the windows is slightly silver in paint, which is very nice to see as well. And also I think this is a emergency window, but I'm not sure. As you can see, it has some sort of a red marking going around it, so I'm guessing it may be an emergency window, but I'm not sure. The actual emergency doors and the windows I think are at the back over here on the wing. As you can see, arrow marks on the wing as well, along with the door cutouts, which are quite nicely detailed as well. Then if you look at the underside of the aircraft, you can see we have the Vistara Airbus A321 Neo. I like how the company always prints the company name and the aircraft type on underside of the body. I think more airlines should do it because it looks very nice though. But as always, it is ruined by something, which is the hole in which the stand goes in. So it doesn't actually come with the aircraft, but I think you guys already have seen it in quite a couple of my videos. Now moving to the main landing gear, as you can see, it is just a lazy job. They could have done a better job at the detailing of the main landing gear, but it is what it is. And also if you look at the engine there, it is quite nicely detailed, but there are some room of improvement as always. As you can see, the metal finish on the exhaust there looks very nice. Also on the front of the aircraft, you can see the rim of the engine. And also if you try to look at the inside there, you can see we have the blades of the engine, which are quite nicely visible as well. Also on this side, as you can see. And if you look at the exterior of the engine, then you can see we have the markings and all stuff like that. also the underneath of the engine as well, as you can see. And if you look at the other side as well, then you can see we have quite a few markings all around the engine. Now talking about the wings, we can see we have the slits cut out for the air brakes, ailerons and the flaps, which are quite nice to see, although the text written over here is not readable at all, but I guess we can let them go in this one because it is quite small, and you can see in compared to my finger how small the text is. So I think maybe in next 2 to 3 years we'll be seeing printing quality of much higher resolution so that we can clearly see the text which is written on the wing as well. On the wing lid there you can see we have the emblem of Vistara Airlines, which is sort of okay in terms of print quality. There is a lot of ink spillage going on, but still looks pretty nice, along with the maroon color on the winglet as well. It is also on the outside there, as you can see. And one thing over here is the registration number, which is only present at the left wing, not the right wing. So it is VT TVB, and I am not going to the military lingo because I don't want to. So moving on, we have another door along with the two antennas, one at the bottom and one at the top there. And if you move further back, you will be able to find the dish over here, and I think this is for the internet connection for the plane. So as you all know that Vistara is a quite high-end airline, so they provide internet on the plane itself, I believe. So this is a pretty nice addition to see as well. Also, if you look at some of the bigger airplanes, then you will be able to find this dish attached on top. Now we have the Indian flag along with the registration number, which is I think mandatory for every aircraft to be printed on the back side. So as you can see, it is present on both the side as well, along with the Indian flag. Quite nice to see. And there we have the cargo door, and there is also some text written which is obviously unreadable because of the ink splatter. And I think I missed the cargo door on the front here as well. So as you can see, there is one on the front as well. Along there we have all the markings and holes cut out for the instruments panel access all around the aircraft body. Now finally moving to the back there, you can see we have a quite nicely detailed tail as always with the JC Wings model, and there is I think some sort of imperfection going on this one. As you can see, the lines are not straight and it looks like it has been painted on by hand, which that is just my assumption, but the paint quality could have been better on this case. And as you can see, the purple and the white, how they can clearly see how bad the border is actually on this one. So this is actually one of the worst paint quality I have seen on a 1 to 400 scale model yet, but I mean it is what it is. I have already bought it and it's been quite a long time, so I won't be able to return it, and this is just a manufacturing defect, so you won't get any returns for it from any seller. Then if you look at the elevator, then you can see there is not much detail there. It is just a simple slit cut out for the elevators on both the side and some red markings on the plain body. And if you look at the very back, then you can see we have a slight silverish paint for the APU. Quite nice to see, although it could have been more detailed like in the 787 that I have reviewed for the Vistara line obviously, but still looks pretty nice. One thing I think I forgot is the LEDs. So there are quite a few LEDs on the aircraft. So this is, as you can see, here is the red one, and on the other wing there that is the green one. So at least they get this right, which I am very thankful for. So that is guys, the Vistara Airlines Airbus A321 Neo by JC Wings, which is not mentioned on the box as well. So thanks for this video guys, hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you have any comments regarding this video, you can comment down below obviously, or have any doubts, so I will try to answer them as soon as possible. So until then, I will see you all in the next one.